Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special episode of the Moist Monday podcast.
Hello.
It's our boy's Jacob's birthday.
29.
He's 29, which we were talking about earlier today. 29's the worst year.
It's up there on worst ages you can be, I think honestly.
Because it's like, it's the last year 20s, and then also you're like turning 30, which is a big deal, but also 30 is like the start of another, you know?
And 29, you're still kind of like, you're in your 20s, but you're the oldest 20s you can be.
It sounds terrible. When you're 29, you go, yeah, I'm in my 20s, but that makes you sound gross.
Yeah.
Because you're past the 20s. Like, 29 sucks. It's just, but how do you feel?
Oh, fine. I mean, I don't love my birthday. It's just a weird mix of expectations. I feel like if I'm not having the best time, I'm letting everybody else down.
Yeah, I get the expectations too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I go like I expect things, but I don't.
Well,
and then it's always disappointment for no reason. I have no
disappointment in nothing in particular.
Exactly. Like people go, well, what do you want? And I go, I don't know. I just feel like shit today.
Yeah.
So quit talking to me.
I've been off.
That's how I get.
Well, because also Izzy loves her birthday so much, and she loves birthdays.
She's younger.
That's true.
Just wait till she turns 29.
But like I've never thrown myself a birthday party. But like this week alone, I've been invited like 3.
Of people older than us.
Yeah, that's true. But like it's people who enjoy celebrating themselves, I think, and I'm just not a fan of it.
I don't think we like ourselves.
That's fair. But also we started a podcast, so I don't know.
Yeah, we have a weird
love and hate relationships just with our own
selves, and like a way to like we're like, oh, we're important enough to talk about it,
sure,
but not important enough to like we're right in the middle. But you have a bigger ego than me
at times, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, no, I guess I always have a bigger ego than you,
but still at times.
But your ego is never big.
It can be.
All right.
Sometimes. I've gotten a few girls Snapchats.
Sure. Is that an ego?
No,
it's just something.
It's something that happened upon me.
Yeah, you didn't do that.
I didn't take any action.
But no, like it's. Yeah, like we like what we say, we just don't like ourselves, I think. Or we want people to like things we do, but they don't need to like us.
No, I want people to like me because I don't like myself.
Oh, okay.
If we're being real.
Sure.
I'm trying to fill a void that I can't fill myself.
All right, that's interesting.
Well, we're getting fucking heavy early on.
Well, like, because I don't think mine's not that. Because like I guess I do like myself. I'm
all the time.
No, not all the time.
All the time I go, you're a psychopath.
Because it's a weird want for attention, but not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like you want people to care about what you're doing, but not.
I really don't know how to explain it,
dude. I get it.
Because like
I get it though.
It's not even like imposter syndrome or any of that because we're not doing anything that great.
And it's not like we're getting awards.
No.
I mean, we were on top Monday podcast.
Yeah, but we were like at 70th, I think.
Which sucked. We were still on a list.
Yeah, we made a list for Monday podcasts.
Pretty badass, though.
It's something.
So we still got acknowledgement for that.
But like, yeah.
But personal acknowledgement's different.
Because even podcasts aside, like the idea of like Jacob the Freak, which, in case you're a new listener, I'm also a sideshow performer.
He likes attention.
Kind of. But like...
in certain areas.
And
other times you're like, leave me the fuck alone.
And only at certain times. Because also, I haven't enjoyed being a performer in a while.
Well, I think you're getting older and you're becoming more of a homebody.
Yeah, that's true.
So you want to just not be around people.
No, like I like that those things exist and that they have existed and they will exist again. It's just the idea of actually doing it right now is exhausting.
It's exhausting. Dude, I'm in that same mode, but where everything's exhausting.
Yeah.
For no reason. Like it's stuff I've always been doing. It's just exhausting to do.
Sure. I think wedding planning has really added on to that lately.
I mean, because that's coming up quick.
Well, and Izzy and I, we don't like making decisions. We're not planners.
Like you guys did it a long time ago.
Yeah.
So you could have made it easy on yourselves.
Yes, absolutely.
And you just put it off.
Well, and none of the decisions are even big.
But it's not like you put it off because you were still doing things.
No, we have technically everything in line right now.
So what else is there to do?
Like table arrangements and shit like that. And
like who sits by who?
No, we won't even do that. It'll be free seating.
Yeah. That's weird when weddings do that.
Putting stuff on the table and like the idea of like every little piece that technically we do have to decide. But like right now, the venue's there, the people will be there, like everything.
You get the invites out.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, you got the things.
Is happening.
So it will go. Like if you stopped right now, it still will happen.
Yeah, I think a few things would fall apart, but still, like, yeah.
You got the food figured out?
I think so.
Damn, okay. So
we got it for the venue.
But it's still the overlonging stress of it. It's going to be there till it happens.
It's also that every single thing that takes place that day is ours to decide.
It's one of the biggest events of your life.
And like also
Because
like,
it's just you and Izzy.
well, and that's another
This is
thing.
worse than your birthday.
Yeah, no, that's another part of it is the idea of like, and I was talking to my buddy about who got married last year. He's like, isn't like, like everyone comes together to celebrate you guys. I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't want the attention.
Because he was like, it's such a great moment because it's everybody in your life that you love. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but like,
But I don't want them celebrating me.
and like that I'll be the center of that.
Yeah.
Like I don't want everything revolving around me. That it's weird.
I get it. I mean, I'm not engaged or anything, but it's wild because I do things for the spotlight.
Sure.
I was in a band, YouTube, this, but then I fucking hate the spotlight. Like I just don't want. I want attention, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's just. I think it's just a deep down need to be loved or
Yeah.
or
Accepted
or
at least.
admired.
Something.
Like I get excited when people are like, "Oh, I like you,"
Yeah.
or like I'm into this, and I'm like, "Oh, that's badass."
But either way, it's not healthy.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
because it's a one-sided relationship. People are fans. People that are listening right now are fans of us.
Sure.
I don't know about them.
You know about some of them.
I know about some of them.
Yeah.
but not as much as I want to.
All the ones that want to be known are known.
But still, I'm not like at a deep level friendship with them.
No.
I could be. You know where to find me.
If you want to befriend every single person,
Taylor,
it's just that one.
shout him out.
It's just my friend that you really want to be friends with.
I mean, he's in the wedding party.
Yeah.
But before we jump into the episode and before we jump into the Yukon Sacks, instead of talking about human emotions, let's talk about things that don't have emotion. And that's puppets. We talked about last week that we were going to do our top 5 puppets. We're going to kind of do an overall list. I came up with my 5. Jacob has a list of like 10.
Yeah.
And we're going to just talk about puppets.
And what are the best puppets? So comment below or email us at moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com about things we missed or your personal favorite puppets.
Yeah, let us know about your favorite puppets.
Right. Also, check this out on YouTube. There will be an image of every puppet we talk
Yes,
about on the
there
screen
will.
as we talk about it.
But before we get into the puppets,
All right.
and before we even play the intro song, Yukon Sacks,
Oh.
it's segment time.
Okay.
It's time for a Robert's Actual Fun Facts. Did you know that there is a phobia of puppets?
That makes sense.
You know what it's called?
No, because I don't know like what a Latin term for puppets would
Dude,
be.
it's the dumbest name.
Okay.
Puppophobia.
Ooh. Puppophobia.
Puppophobia. Most people develop this fear from early childhood experiences with puppets or toys in their bedroom.
That's fair because
Yep.
you do get like puppets get introduced pretty fucking quick
and then
in
it's
a
just
child's
it's
life.
faces.
Yeah, and
just staring at you.
and like doing weird shit,
At
not
night.
blinking. Yeah.
And then you see like movies and shit. Mm-hmm. Some people's fears have started because they believe the puppet has came to life.
That's fair.
This fear is also brought to life with the vast library of horror films that involve puppets or toys.
That's fair,
Chucky being the biggest contributor to puppet phobia.
Puppophobia.
Puppophobia.
I was scared of Chucky as a kid.
I mean, it's terrifying.
But like not even seeing the movie, just seeing like him at a like at
He's like
Spencer's.
he's a friendly dog, but he kills people.
Well, no, I never saw the friendly version. It was the
I mean, that's
really,
how the movie starts.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about like what I've seen in stores as a child.
And he's holding a knife or something.
Well, no, it's his face is fucked up when he's stapled and like his eye is falling out.
Oh, that was a toy you could buy?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that still
fuck,
is.
dude.
Yeah,
I just picture the normal Chucky doll.
the good guy doll.
Dude, fuck, dude. But fear is something us humans have when we believe something is a threat to us. I'm afraid someone will break into my apartment and stab me in the back.
That's true.
And then during that process, a dick gets in my mouth. We've talked about that on the podcast.
Several times, yeah.
Don't look into it. People are afraid of dark alleyways because of the potential threat of the shadows. What's lurking in the shadows? People are afraid of threats.
But like, is an alleyway a phobia?
Yeah, you can be afraid of nighttime or
Sure.
because of shadows. People with puppophobia have the belief that puppets are a threat to them. But there is good news that people that have puppophobia, because
They're not real.
yeah,
They
because,
won't hurt you.
because it's made up. But people can be afraid of ghosts,
Ghosts might be real.
heights.
Heights are definitely real.
We live in a simulation. Heights don't matter.
That's fair.
I'm afraid of heights, so I'm just making that up. There are courses and psychotherapy that are highly beneficial in alleviating symptoms of puppophobia, and in some cases have cured puppophobia.
I bet like one of the best things you can do is work a puppet.
Like put your hand in it.
Yeah, and be like, yeah, this isn't real.
I think that might make me more scared.
I don't know, because now you're controlling it.
Yeah, but then you're adding a personality to it.
But like your personality.
Yeah. You think Jeff Dunham is afraid of puppets?
No, I think he loves puppets, and he's one of the richest comedians in the world because of them. Yeah. No, it's ridiculous how rich Jeff Dunham is.
Yeah, he was doing Vegas for a long time.
Like, he is one. I think he has one of the highest like gross.
I used to like him as a kid, but like, it's not stand up because it's puppet jokes.
He's done stand up before though.
Oh, without puppets?
I don't know.
I think he's got to have the puppets.
Maybe, but like
That's
he'll
the
tell
gimmick.
just jokes without puppets in his stand up specials too.
But hopefully you don't have puppophobia because we're about to talk about a lot of puppets.
Whole bunch.
Do you want to get started? You have 10 of them.
All right, yeah. So I mean, like, there's the honorable mention. Let's just start with these, like Kermit. Fucking.
I mean,
classic.
Kermit. If you're talking puppets, Kermit is in the discussion.
I mean,
that's
like,
that's the first thing you think of usually for puppets.
Because I would technically probably put him at number one of all puppets of all time.
Oh, I mean, he would definitely be on the Mount Rushmore.
Yes, absolutely.
But he's not my favorite.
No, not my favorite either.
I love him.
Not my favorite Muppet either. But like, as far as puppets go overall, him and like Big Bird are gotta be top. Like,
Big Bird's great.
If we're talking
wasn't Big
Rushmore.
Bird a suit?
Yeah, but the
The
mouth.
beak? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was so tall.
Yes.
He was like 10
so that was
feet.
an arm up there. That was controlling.
Damn, so
the beak.
somebody was just moving the body and someone else was doing the
So
mouth?
if you notice, if you watch Big Bird ever, it's one person. Big Bird only moves one arm at a time.
Oh, because the other arm is...
The mouth. Yep.
Damn. Okay, that's wild. So it's one person fucking sweating their asses off in that
In
suit.
there, yeah, and they're getting a workout. No,
Fuck.
puppeteering is no joke.
No.
Especially that kind of level.
Puppeteering is a serious job. Don't laugh at it. One on my list, so I put this down as my number 5.
Okay.
Even though we're doing a joint list. Sock puppets.
Just in general?
You didn't think about this, did you?
I thought about sock puppets.
Sock puppets, but also in particular. So sock puppets, just in fun because you're a kid, anybody can make them.
Yeah.
But the one in particular I want to talk about is Mr. Socko.
Who's that from?
From the WWF.
Oh, I don't know, Mr.
Mick
Socko.
Foley,
Oh, okay.
Mankind,
Yeah.
would pull a sock out. And it was a dirty gym sock. Didn't have a face, didn't have anything. And it was Mr. Socko.
It has a face sometimes and a goatee.
Yeah. It was...
God, Mankind's so gross.
I know, but he's a great wrestler.
Sure.
But Mr. Socko was phenomenal.
No, I did not know
we
about Mr.
partnered
Socko.
with The Rock. They were The Rock and Sock. Like that was
Cool.
their...
That's pretty great.
That was their... that's pretty badass. But Mr. Socko...
Has an action figure.
Does he really?
Well, it's attached to McFoley, but yes.
Yeah, but that's fucking... I think sock puppets are dope.
Yeah.
They got it, but Mr. Socko is one of my favorite sock puppets. I think there are other sock puppets like maybe
In
South
wrestling?
Park or
Oh, sure.
like just in the world of puppets.
There's plenty of sock puppets out there.
and kindergartners make it all the time, but sock puppets
All
need to be
right.
talked about.
That's fair. And we're doing it.
Yeah, this is the Puppet Podcast.
That'd be a great spinoff. We just talk about one puppet every time.
Oh my god, it's a deep dive history on that puppet.
All right, well, I do have the list of Jeff Dunham puppets.
Oh, you got the list of them.
Well, I mean, I just have the main, 5 here.
I
So
probably
you got-
know most of them.
Well, Peanut's the purple one.
Yep. Is that the old man?
No, Peanut's the purple one with green hair.
Oh, like the crazy one?
Yeah, I think the old man is Walter.
Yeah, the old
Something
man.
Like that.
Yeah, the old man. Yep.
You got Ahmed,
terrorist.
the dead terrorist,
Yeah.
and then the really dumb
I forgot
hick
he's the
one,
dead terrorist. Yeah.
Bubba
the
J,
Hick- yeah, Bubba J the Hick. Yeah.
and then the jalapeno on a stick.
Oh, jalapeno was good. Dude, it's taking me back to junior high.
Yes, no. Some reason all of our parents loved that at that time period. We had 3 of his specials.
Well, my parents were into Jeff Dunham,
Yep.
the Blue Collar
Yep.
comedy tour, and
We-
comedy that's just like, what?
Well, more conservative because Jeff Dunham is a more conservative comic.
And I guess it was kind of family friendly.
Yes, well, that's what a lot of blue collar is
Yeah.
that it's less gross jokes, and his were not bad at all.
It is wild that one of his puppets is a dead terrorist.
Yeah, and that was really rode the wave of Post Towers.
Yeah, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
What the heck?
All right, I'm trying to think of another.
I mean, that's those have to be talked about because those are legit puppets. It is wild.
and they were a live performance,
When I think about puppets, when we first talked about this, I was just thinking about movie puppets.
not even ventriloquist. Yeah,
Yeah, but then there's ventriloquist puppets.
which ventriloquism on its own, I do not understand. The idea of throwing your voice makes zero sense. to me.
There's a guy I find that's on TikTok and Instagram that he's so good at throwing his voice.
because
And he can even he can throw his voice and puppet himself. So he'll say a word
Yeah.
and then mouth the word 10 seconds later, so it's like an echo.
oh.
Dude, it's fucked up. It's the weirdest thing ever.
I don't understand
So
what
he'll
that means.
he'll say the word in his throat
Yeah.
and then mouth the word later, so it sounds like an echo. So it looks like an
Oh.
echo.
Jesus,
Yeah, so he's puppeting himself.
glitching. Yeah, that's
Dude, it's
insane.
weird.
Well, because also the idea of throwing your voice, I don't quite get it. Because if you could throw your voice and we weren't wearing headphones and you threw your voice at that end of the room, would I not hear you? straight on?
I think you would, but
it just sounds like it's from another.
I don't know. I don't know how they do it.
Me neither. I do not understand.
And also, how the like I don't even know how you do it.
Right, where it's all like throat talking. Yeah,
But they can do, and then they can do. It makes sense that it's a different voice. Mm-hmm. But the fact
a lot
that
of times it's normal.
But then the fact that you can make it different voices.
Yes.
You can like train it, like Jeff Dunham.
sure, where like it's like a more gruff voice and it's coming from something else. Yeah,
And then the fact that you write jokes that you say to yourself.
yeah,
And then have to do it, and then have to react to them.
and then the puppets reacting to things too.
Dude, that's so much. Dude, that's impressive.
when they're doing like multiple things in the face with just their hand is wild. To
like
me.
the eyes and the mouth. And
like
shit.
it's not even just the mouth.
Have you seen the inside of a puppet, like a ventriloquist?
where it's like a
it's just
couple of, like,
buttons and shit, and buttons and triggers and
Well,
pulleys
there's
and shit.
eyebrows,
Dude, it's-
eyes,
And you're doing that
yeah.
while you're saying a
Talking.
script
While
and doing stand-up comedy.
and probably thinking about like how to. It's got to become second nature at that point.
Do you remember Terry Fader?
Yeah,
That was a big one of our friends in high school.
was like a mentored by him.
Yeah, loved Terry Fader, and then he's a ventriloquist now. I mean, he's not professional, but he
Right,
still
yeah.
does it.
No, because Terry Fader was also someone who was just like
I think he won America's Got Talent.
he was like crazy rich because he has his own theater in Vegas, I think,
Yeah.
and it's like the bigger theater.
He was like, I think he's like the second biggest ventriloquist. It goes Jeff Dunham and then him.
Yeah, but
he's
still-
way smaller than Jeff Dunham.
but still makes so much money.
yes,
which
just
is
doing like that's wild. So then, are they consistently thinking of new puppets, like new
I think
characters?
so because I know like Jeff Dunham, he had like a pimp one that I don't think went great, and like
Yeah, but you got to try.
well, it's also like maybe like because also like your set is 5 sections of different jokes.
Yeah, because you bring a character out and then you have a discussion with this guy. It's like
And
an
then-
interview
And then you put
with
them
yourself.
away. Yeah,
That's what's wild. They all go in a trunk. So that I get people that have pubophobia.
because they go just into.
I've
a
seen
box.
like there's like a Tales from the Crypt or a Twilight Zone or something with like a ventriloquist, and
Sure.
it's freaky, dude.
Well, I mean, also you get like there was like the movie Dead Silence. Like marionette puppets are creepy too.
Oh, with the strings.
Yeah, or the
I guess those are puppets too. Yeah.
yeah. What's the classic puppet called? Where it's like just the
Oh, just the mouth.
or like the old wooden ones. What are those called?
Oh, Nutcrackers.
No.
I mean, Nutcrackers is just, they're basically our
Well,
puppets.
yeah,
it's just
but
the
I'm
mouth.
I'm talking about the actual puppets.
Oh, I didn't know if those have a name.
Puppet types. Yeah, I don't know what it's called specifically. So I looked up puppet types. There's finger, shadow, rod, glove, marionettes, sock, ventriloquist, stick, bunraku,
I guess there's a different way to control them.
and mask.
Oh,
Yeah.
what the heck's mask puppetry?
I think it's like you wear a mask and it's like a bigger face on your face.
Next up on my list
Yeah.
for puppets, and this would be my number 4 if I'm doing my personal list, is the 1980s original Star Wars Yoda.
I have that on here too. Oh, wait, no, I don't have that one. I have episode 1 Yoda puppet.
No, this is so Empire Strikes Back Yoda, and I have some backstory on this that I thought was really
Okay.
fascinating because I used to love Star Wars back in the day, and like it's so fascinating. So I learned this today. So originally George Lucas asked Jim Henson to help with Yoda, but Jim Henson was busy. So the person who played Yoda was Frank Oz.
Yep.
Who's Jim Henson's number 2.
Yes.
It's basically like Jim Henson's Muppets playing Yoda, which is wild. So, but what's wild about Frank Oz, he voiced Miss Piggy,
And Fozzie.
Bert from Bert and Ernie,
Oh.
Grover, Cookie Monster, and Animal. And then Fozzie as well.
I thought it was Fozzie. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was reading this, and this would have been so fun. So apparently on set, they only filmed the Yoda scene, like the Yoda, like in the swamp. It only took them 6 days.
That makes sense. Like they just knocked that out.
They knocked it
There's
out.
like 3 scenes with him.
So
in
it's
there.
basically Yoda. So it's Frank Oz and then Mark Hamill.
On Dagobah.
Yeah.
And R2D2.
Yeah, that's true. So apparently on the set of Star Wars, when he was doing the scenes with Mark Hamill, Oz randomly switched from the Yoda voice to Miss Piggy. And started talking to Luke Skywalker
As Miss Piggy.
And then
Yoda.
apparently Mark Hamill and Frank Oz broke out into a duet together. So it was Miss Piggy and Mark Hamill singing a song together.
Huh.
I don't remember what song it was, but the whole cast and crew was dying.
Well, 'cause also-
and laugh. And I'm like, that's kind of like you're having like a serious like mentorship, and then all of a sudden it goes, Miss Piggy. Like I can't even do a Miss Piggy, but like,
not Miss Piggy.
But that would be wild because you are interacting with a puppet. And then they change voices, but you're still looking at Yoda.
Right, yeah.
Like, that'd
and
be
you're trying to
wild.
be in the scene.
Yeah.
Well, because also, I don't know if Mark Hamill when he became such a talented voice too.
Well, Star Wars, I think, was one of the first things he. But
I
then,
would imagine
he,
so.
dude, he's the biggest voice, one of the biggest voice actors.
Right, yeah, but like I don't know if back then he was, because he's also a great impressionist.
Yeah, I don't know. 90, he was young as fuck. Dude.
I wonder if he like knew that part of him yet. If he was able to like fuck around with Frank Oz there,
or maybe that's when he started like figuring out voices.
maybe because what I have is the original episode 1 Yoda.
Phantom Menace.
Yes, so
I'm glad you came up with a different story for this one.
right because this one
It's a different puppet.
they've removed him from the movies and they replaced him with a CGI puppet.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of like you had other CGI things, but they wanted to keep Yoda as a puppet.
So they did it's a CGI puppet?
No, now it's CGI. It was originally a puppet, but the puppet looked like this.
Oh yeah, it looked disgusting.
It looks worse than the episode 4 or episode 5 version of Yoda.
But dude, yeah, the original Yoda looked incredible.
But like this one, he looks fucked up, and
yeah, he looks like he's wet for some reason.
Well, he's a little frog-like, but
I know, but like, dude, he looks disgusting. We'll have images on the screen right now if you're watching on YouTube.
One of Yaddle was also a puppet.
Who the fuck is Yaddle?
Yaddle is the female, whatever race Yoda is, and she was in like 1 or 2 movies, and she looked like that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She was in like one of the rooms where they were sitting like on the floating chair.
Yeah, she was on the council.
Yeah, she was on the council. Dude, what the fuck?
But then they like got rid of Yaddle pretty quick, I think.
Of course.
Because nobody wanted Yaddle.
Yoda's the best though.
Yeah. Although I've been rewatching the original trilogy, and they're not bad. Well, episode 2 is pretty fucking bad.
Oh, you're talking about
Oh yeah, so not the original trilogy, the
our trilogy,
the prequel trilogy.
He's talking about the our trilogy.
When I say original, I meant 1, 2, 3, which is not original. Yeah, but like those ones,
they're not. I recently watched them.
episode 2 is pretty bad.
They're not. They're not as bad as people give them. Like Phantom Menace.
Great. I love it.
But it's not. I get why people make fun of it.
Yes.
And I grew up on it, so I do love it. But it's not as bad as you think. Like pod racing's badass.
I loved pod racing, but like episode 3 is my favorite of probably
episode 3 is
all 9.
incredible.
Yeah.
Is 2 the one where they're tied up?
Yes.
See, I love that scene in 2.
Yes, that's the only good scene in the movie.
It's the only good scene in the movie.
Because also you rewatch it and just pay attention to Anakin's dialogue. He's a fucking psychopath. He is a stalker. He is gross. He is like an incel.
It makes sense.
But like
it makes sense though.
No, it doesn't, because then Natalie Portman also admits she's in love with him.
Oh.
And he's been like saying insane shit to her the entire movie.
I think we might talk about this on the podcast before, but one of my favorite scenes in episode 2 is when it's him and Natalie Portman and they're in the field and he acts like he gets attacked.
Yeah, when he's writing the thing, he acts like gets hurt.
Yeah. That's stuff that I would do in relationships.
Sure. I'm saying pay attention to his dialogue, and it is insane. Also, they kick each other so much in those movies.
They kick?
Every lightsaber fight, it's half kicks.
Because they didn't want to CGI lightsabers.
Well, no, it's the CGI lightsaber is still going. It's because you can't hurt somebody with a lightsaber. You kill them or you chop off an arm.
Oh, but you can actually, and you can't punch when you're holding a lightsaber either.
Yep. So it's a lot of kicks, and it's really.
Whoa, I've never noticed
pay
that.
Attention to it in the 1, 2, and 3.
Pay attention to the kicks. Okay.
And they go fucking flying from the kicks. Like it's force kicks.
Force kicks. It's force kicks. That's a great thing to notice.
Mm-hmm. No,
but it makes like George Lucas is like, no, this makes sense.
Yeah. Well, their hands are full, and you can't lightly hit somebody with a lightsaber.
You would chop their limb off.
Yes.
Or cut him in half.
Yes.
Well, you know how episode 1 ends. They cuts him in half.
Well, he survives.
It'd be cool to meet him. That guy's on a convention tour. The guy who plays Darth Maul.
Yeah, he was that and Toad, and I don't know what else.
He plays Toad?
In the original X-Men, yeah.
Oh, I was thinking Toad from Mario. And I was like,
no.
And I was like, whoa.
No, Toad the X-Men, yeah.
Who the fuck is Toad the X-Men?
From the first X-Men movie. He's the one with the long tongue. He's got frog powers.
Oh, damn, that is Darth Maul.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah, he's dope from the first movie.
Yes.
Yeah, that's freaking badass.
Right, another honorable mention. Other people don't really know this movie. It's my favorite Christmas movie. Emmett Otter Jug Band Christmas.
Yeah, my goal is to watch it this year, and we can talk about it for this year's Christmas special.
Okay, yeah, look at them. They're adorable. They're a jug band.
I mean, and I like how they're otters. So they got the whiskers and shit. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, and that's a Muppets movie. It's another movie I've never seen. Audrey 2, fantastic. From Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah, I think that's got to be talked about. It's a plant that eats people.
But like I've never actually seen the movie.
What's wild is my ex-girlfriend, when I was like 19, she was going to art school. And in like one of her sculpture classes, she made Audrey 2.
Cool.
Like,
I think I remember that.
It was like made out of metal, and then she like
the wireframe,
and then she like put felt around it, so it was like a plant it was literally like a fake plant she made, but it was like fucking like 4 feet tall. It was really cool. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And she's the one who showed me that movie, so I was like, oh, that's badass. Next up on my list, you've already mentioned it, so it's kind of spoiled now.
Oh, okay.
But shadow puppets.
Oh, okay. That was on your list.
Did you know that shadow puppets are also called shadow play?
No.
I did not know that either. And shadow play makes it seem like a sex thing.
It does, yeah.
Like shadow play. But shadow puppets are popular in many different cultures and are in more than 20 countries. And people believe that shadow puppets started in Central Asia in the first millennium.
That makes sense.
Like they're from the beginning.
That's
like,
as old as
because all you need is lights. Yeah.
And a wall.
That's insane. So that's probably the oldest puppet.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah, because that's before socks were invented.
That's fair. Probably. Yeah. I guess I don't know when the socks
So I
were.
think shadow puppets have to be. I don't have a specific one that I love.
And
but dude, people are wild at it nowadays.
People who are good at or shadow puppets make me uncomfortable.
It's insane.
When they can do like a hand
I
or
saw
a
one.
face.
I saw one recently of like a guy doing it, and he wasn't even hiding behind a screen. You could see him do it and then see the screen.
And
he's just like, dude, he like had someone smoking a cigar and shit.
Weird fist.
And I'm just like,
yeah.
What you're spending so much time alone.
Yeah, you only got 5 fingers.
Yeah. And then, dude, the people that do the double hands, some people do like 2 hands and that shit's cool. That's into discussion.
All right, I have Kim Jong-il from Team America.
Oh, I forgot about him, dude. Yeah. I mean, that whole movie's puppets.
Yeah, because those are all marionettes where they're on the string.
But
incredible.
Well, now that we're speaking about marionettes, I thought about this earlier when you were talking about it. Would NSYNC count?
Then that one and Bye Bye Bye.
Well, that's the album cover.
Oh, is it?
The entire album is them on their marionettes. So are they puppets?
Probably of like the system.
They're puppets of the system. They're weird marionettes. But that's a good pull, dude. I forgot about that movie.
I mean, the entire Team America sex scene, if you haven't seen it, only watch the unrated. It's the only one that's worth it because they pee and shit on each other as puppets. It's great.
I remember watching that movie when I was younger. I stayed over at a friend's house and watched it, and I was like, what the fuck? Because it's like, I knew about South Park.
Yes.
But this is like real life. Like, it's like, it's like
I don't think it's any more real life than South Park
No,
is.
but like South Park was like cardboard cutouts.
Yeah.
These are 3D puppets.
Sure.
So it was like South Park came to life.
Yeah, but they're still like, to walk, they just wiggle them.
I know, but it's, dude, that piss and shit scene or whatever.
Yeah, it's a lot.
like, you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
lot,
You're
yeah.
like, please don't walk in, Mom.
Because this was my dad showed me this movie, but only parts. Like, we never sat down and watched the movie.
Because it's fucked up.
Yeah. He showed me the very, incredibly racist I'm So Ronry song. But
your dad was hunting them, so.
Jesus, not Koreans.
Terrorists.
Yeah. No, but like that, I think that was just that's when he would have been into that. And so he showed me too.
I mean, that was another thing when that came out. Everybody was into it.
Yeah, everyone talked about
Everybody
that.
talked about it. But I think we were still a little too young to like fully appreciate it because we couldn't.
Yeah, we couldn't take it all in.
And it was
a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
Especially the X-rated ones, dude.
All right, another one on my list. I have the monster from Basket Case. I doubt you've ever seen.
What the fuck is Basket Case?
Basket Case is about a movie where it's about this guy and he has what's a twin where it's like was attached.
Oh, like the guy from Total Recall?
Kind of, yeah. Kind of like I can't even remember what that was called. The
Conan?
Free Your Mind guy. But it was like that where it's attached, but it's not a full thing. But I
Yeah.
think this guy's removed and now he keeps it in a basket.
He keeps it?
Yeah, because it's alive and it's its brother,
But it's a puppet?
Yes, and it is terrifying. In one part, it's claymation when they make it move around.
So it's a movie?
Yeah, it's a horror movie and it kills people. I think there's like 3 of them, but this is
So like the... Oh, I've seen that image before.
It is fantastic.
That's disgusting, dude.
Yeah, it's called Basket Case because he keeps the dude in a little basket.
So I'm guessing the main dude is a normal guy and doesn't want to kill people, but he does.
Yeah, well, I think this thing just kills people that the guy becomes like friends with if he brings it around because he's got a it's the most avoidable thing ever.
Yeah, just don't
get rid of your fucking basket twin.
Kill your fucking brother. But it's his brother. He can't.
Take him to a hospital. Let them study him. Like it's something's happened here that science should look after.
You can't do that in horror movies.
I know. Like that's
hospitals don't exist.
Well, if they do, something happens there and they kill everybody at it. But yeah,
We've seen the movies, dude.
if I had an evil what's that called?
Twin?
Conjoined twin.
Conjoined
It's just
twin,
that,
yeah.
If I had that and it got cut off and then it was still evil and crazy, I wouldn't take care. It wouldn't be my burden.
Yeah, I'd go, I'm going to leave you somewhere.
Yeah.
It's in a basket. Take it to a firehouse.
Yeah.
You know what they do with babies in baskets?
Have you ever seen the technique behind that? It's so weird.
It's just like a
The moment
ding dong ditch.
Kind of. Well, it's a little like locker system. So the moment you open it, they're called about it, and then they let you close it. And the
Oh,
moment
it's
you,
a locker.
yeah,
Okay.
and the moment you close it, it locks from the outside, and like it can be accessed from the inside.
So what are you supposed to do with it normally?
You put a baby in it, and you
It's
close
designed for babies?
it, and you leave. Yes.
Oh, I thought it was like...
No, it's like I don't know why. It's
But why did the fire station...
I don't know. Like they have fires to deal with.
Yeah. Out of all the rescue people, why
Yeah.
did they get placed
Well,
with
'cause you don't want
babies?
to take them to a fucking cop.
That's true.
Like, yeah, leave them in a police
I
station.
guess fire people are just waiting around for fires,
I guess, yeah.
but they do get called.
For plenty of shit. But yeah, but like, yeah, you just leave a
I
baby
just totally pictured
and you walk away.
I totally pictured they just leave it in front of the garage door,
I think that's maybe how it started.
and then they just got ran over.
Yeah, that's why they created the locker
That's
system.
probably because they're like, we keep killing babies on accident. You keep
Stop doing this.
You keep bringing babies over.
Leaving them behind our tires.
Next up on my list for puppets is graboids from Tremors.
It's great. Yeah.
But especially, and the whole thing, is multiple puppets. But I'm talking about the scene where it's Reba and Bert and they're shooting it when it's going through the wall.
Oh, so the big one.
The big one. Because when I was reading about this, 2 people were operating that.
Okay.
It was 2 people with animatronics.
I assume the whole thing was animatronics and they were doing like little ones.
So some of them were controlling the inside tongue. One person was controlling the outside body. And
Okay.
there was animatronics going on. Dude, so badass. And what's wild is when we did the movie, I found out that like only 2 people designed
Yeah.
like the worm.
I mean,
so it's probably 2 people in the suit.
Well, because it's just a big worm full of smaller worms.
Yeah. So I was reading like there's a whole backstory on this. If you're way into Tremors, maybe you read it. But like aliens had already come out, so they were like, we don't want it to be like Alien.
Yeah.
But then it is still flaccid-esque. Like it's still penis-esque.
Sure.
It
Alien wasn't that penisy.
it's still a fucking worm. And then they're like, do we make it wet and gooey? And they're like, no, it's the desert.
So yeah, they made it very
So they made it very dry, but one of the original thoughts was to make it wet like Alien.
Huh.
Like just dripping, but it's like, oh, that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, I like dry.
Yeah,
For a
dry.
worm.
It's
gross.
it's scary,
Yeah.
but the graboid, that's a big one.
Yeah. Yeah, because was it? I would assume not all of them were to scale, but some of them were.
Especially that big one.
Yeah, because
the other
people
one
were
you
next to
only
them.
see, they don't show it sometimes. Like they
Well,
just
there's
see
the one that breaks through the wall. That one they probably show next to a person, so that one would be to
Oh
scale.
yeah, because you see Kevin Bacon climbs on top and you see
Yeah.
the butt of it.
Yes,
Yeah, but it's dead, so they don't have to move it. They just had
that's
to build
true.
it.
It's just a prop.
Yeah, it's just a prop at that point.
All right. Up next, I got one of my favorites. It's the worm from Labyrinth.
Oh, that's been one of your favorites forever,
Well,
dude.
Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies of all time. I would say the worm is probably my favorite puppet from it, that or Ludo. But if I had to choose, I would go with the worm.
I still have only seen The Labyrinth like once.
That's wild. It's such a good movie.
It's just one of those movies. As a kid, I didn't watch it,
Yeah.
so like I feel like you're one of those people that watched it as a kid,
Yes.
so you love it. That's how one of the girls I dated. That's how she was. And that's how I saw all the weird shit.
What you got next?
I only got one more on my list.
All right. I've got 2 more.
You want to do one more, and then I'll do mine?
All right. I wonder if our last one will be the same.
It probably will be.
So for mine, I went with my favorite Muppet of all time, Gonzo.
Gonzo.
Gonzo's fucking fantastic. He's the sideshow performer of the group too. It
I mean,
turns
that's why
out
you love him.
He's an alien. He's weird. He fucks chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is wild. Like his backstory is like,
No, 'cause
why did someone came up with that idea and they go, yeah, let's do it.
Well, I mean, like the frog fucks a pig, but like the chickens are kind of just chickens in this world.
And he's
too.
an alien.
Yes. But like he's kind of got a beak. I don't really know what that is. I would say
I mean, but he's not.
he's bird-like.
I mean, if we are talking Muppets, you got to bring up Animal too. Animal's
Animal's great, yeah.
He's always one of the first Muppets I think of.
Well, 'cause he's
I'm
also-
not a big Muppets guy either, so like
love
I
the
only know
Muppets.
the signatures.
Sure.
Also, if we're talking Muppets, the old people, the
Oh,
critics.
shit, what's his name? Staten and Waldorf.
Yeah, I love them.
No, that's great.
I love how they like will go, that was wonderful, that was great, that was okay, you suck. Like they just keep like that's fun, dude.
You know, they're up there on my Muppet list, but like Gonzo's number 1 for Muppets for me.
Yeah, what's wild is puppets and then Muppets. That's a way different list.
Well, like
We're talking about things that we're talking about a lot of shit that isn't Muppets. I mean, we are talking Muppets, but
But like the worm, technically a Muppet. Yoda, kind of a Muppet.
yeah,
Like
because it was Jim Henson's
or
company.
Frank Oz. Yeah, it was both of them.
Yeah, a lot of the things we talked about today were.
I mean, it's the reason they're the best. All right, what's your number 1?
My number 1 puppet of all time is from a sci-fi movie. Mm-hmm. It's called the Chest Burster.
Yep.
From Alien. And did you know that this is the second stage of the xenomorph?
After the hand stage.
So the first stage is the face hugger.
Yeah, the
So
Eggman
the
hand,
yeah.
also a great puppet.
Face hugger, fantastic. But that's how they they like vomit eggs into your mouth or
Yep,
whatever.
that's like the sex organ.
Yeah, and then it turns into the chest burster, which is insane. The chest burster was designed by Ridley Scott,
Fuck yeah.
the guy who directed
Good for
the
him.
fucking movie. It wasn't constructed by him,
Sure.
but it was designed by him. It was constructed by Roger Deakins, who also built Facehugger. So Roger Deakins, I don't think he was a part of. I think he was just his own independent contractor.
Oh shit. Wait, because who designed the xenomorph? Something Geyser? It's a.
Oh, really?
It's a letter, and then.
Oh, I mean, that's a massive puppet too.
Yeah.
When he opens his mouth and the other mouth comes out, dude, and then the teeth. That's one of them. But
you can't beat Chestburster.
I think that was a lot of animatronics.
Yeah, and it's a dude in a suit too.
But it's also very mechanical. Like just the way it moves and like the wetness.
H.R. Geiger.
That thing is terrifying because you see his fucking teeth and it's like dripping wet. But it's not a puppet.
No, we're the face hug I would say face hugger's a puppet and Chestburster.
Chestburster?
Absolutely.
Dude, especially the first time you watch Alien, you're like, holy shit.
The idea
because facehugger is terrifying because it's like someone's on your but
then you survive
and then you survive it, but then 24 hours later or less than fucking and that scene is so scary.
Well, like I love the way its teeth look.
It is simple. It's literally like just like it's like smaller than a hand too. So it's a small puppet.
It's probably like a stick with just the mouth.
Just the mouth, yeah, because it doesn't have his eyes are still closed.
I don't know if they really have eyes.
I don't know if they. I think maybe they go off of like sonar or whatever they go off of.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how if they do because if it's alien POV, it's usually just really quick
Like
and then running around.
Chestburster.
Yeah,
one of the biggest.
I would put that at number one.
Yeah, that's my number one, hands down.
All right, so
I don't even know where to begin. We talked about a lot of
all right,
puppets.
top 5. Well, we both put Yoda on there, so that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna say Yoda in general.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because we both talked about different. It's wild that we talked about different ones, which is fun.
I think episode 1 Yoda is just fucking ridiculous.
I mean, that's a wild one, but the original is fun to hear about.
Yes.
It's fun hearing about. I love movies and practical effects. So that's why I love puppets.
Well, because it's all practical.
Because it's like you had to make something look scary in real life. But it's better. I feel like it's better for the actors.
Yeah, because they have something to actually play off of.
So we got Yoda, Chestburster. I think Graboids has got to make the list, dude.
Top 5 of all time.
I love Tremors so much.
It's probably not even the best worm monster that exists.
I know, but dude, I love it so much. Like Tremors, when we reviewed it,
yeah,
I was like, oh, this movie's mid. But now it's like, I love it so much.
I still think it's very mid because it's.
I'm one of those where I'm latching onto it, and I'm like now pushing.
I don't know what there is to latch on. Like,
I
it's
don't know
not
either.
bad at all.
I don't know either.
It's just nothing special.
I just think it's funny if I just love that movie a lot.
Because to me, it's a worse Jaws.
100%.
Yeah, and that's all I can compare it to is Jaws.
Well, you haven't watched all 4 of them.
No, I also
That's
haven't
what
seen
changed
all
my
4
opinion.
Jaws.
Oh, there's 4 Jaws?
There's at least 3.
Well, there's
think
like
there's a
9
4th one.
Tremors. So
I'm sure there's more than 4 Jaws.
okay, we don't have to do Graboids. We don't. What do you think about shadow puppets? Does that make the top 5?
Historically alone, I would put it at number 4. I mean, same with sock puppets.
Sock puppets is a good pull because it's just anybody can make them and do them. It's a great childhood activity, and then also it can be used for fun and horror and everything else.
Sock puppets are horror?
It could be. No one's done it
because it's not socks aren't scary.
He used it in wrestling.
Not scarily.
I mean, I'd be scared of it.
Just because the guy's face is what's scary.
But also, he's got a sweaty sock on his hand that he's in your face with it.
That's still not the scary part of Mick Foley.
Mick Foley's I would love to meet him. Dude, he's one of my favorite wrestlers.
We do have we have 2 worms on this list. We have Graboids and the worm from.
Oh, I thought we were scratching Graboids. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying that's on the list. Even though I've never seen the movie, I'd put Audrey up there.
I mean, Audrey's a great puppet, and that's a plant.
And it's because also
it eats people.
Because you also all the time he's just holding it, so it's definitely just like right there.
Well, and also Audrey
it gets huge.
It becomes massive,
like the stage,
because it eats and it grows. It's basically like what's that fucking movie where it's just all the body parts?
I don't fucking know.
God, he has such it's such a scary name.
Jeepers Creepers?
Jeepers Creepers, yeah. It's like Jeepers Creepers.
Terrifying name.
That's scary for me.
The guy's name is The Creeper.
The movie's called Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, he's called The Creeper, and he has a custom license plate, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but that's disgusting.
Have you actually seen that
No.
movie? Okay.
I don't. I think I tried watching it when I was younger at my friend's house, and I go, too much.
First one's good. No, second one's good too. Third one's horrible.
He just absorbs people.
No, he eats parts of
And
them.
then he just has eyes, and like he just...
No, he gets eyes on his eyes.
Yeah, but he just has parts on him?
No, he eats it and he like basically gains that ability.
I thought he was just covered in
No.
gross... Ugh. It scared me so much as a kid, maybe just blacked it out.
So what right now we have
Yoda.
Chestburster. Shadow puppets.
Shadow puppets. We need 2 more, baby. Do we put Kermit on our list?
If we're talking all time, yes.
Kermit's number 5.
Kermit is the Muppet.
So we need 1 more, and then we got to decide the order.
I don't even know who's like a legitimate choice in this.
I mean, Kermit's a Muppet, so that counts for the Muppets. I don't have anything else on mine, unless you want to do a sock puppet.
Or do you want Kim Jong-il?
I'd be down for putting that at 4.
I'd put him at number 4.
Yeah, so
Incredible. All right, so
we got Kermit the Frog at number 5.
Kim Jong-il.
Kim Jong-il number 4.
Just the idea of shadow puppets at number 3.
That's what's funny. It's just the idea.
The concept.
Number 2, Yoda. And number 1, it's got to be Alien Bird. Or Chestburster.
Yeah.
From Alien.
The best. It's the scariest immediately. The scene alone, you don't like. That's a movie I wish I could forget.
Oh, yeah.
And like not know what's happening.
That's such a good suspense movie. Well, because again, dude, I just watched it for the first time like a year ago.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, what's going on? Like you're confused too.
Well, very early on in the movie, you see the full-size xenomorph, but you don't realize it.
You don't know what you see. Yeah.
Well, because it's a scene when it's hanging from chains and it's just mixed in with the chains.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Well, it's a smart monster. Because also it's got so many different levels of horror. There's the first one of just the face hugger, which is just claustrophobic. It's disgusting.
Dude, if that's on you and you're alive,
and also
it suffocates you.
We'll also learn it's laying eggs inside of you.
And then you're still alive.
Yes.
That's disgusting.
Well, also, if you hurt any part of it, acid.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And it burns you.
Yes. No, like I think if you stabbed a face hugger, you would die just from the acid being on your face.
But it would suck, but then you wouldn't have to carry around the eggs.
Yes.
You're not pregnant.
Because then you survive it. And now you think you're okay.
And then all of a sudden, you're not.
Yeah. And
like that guy, I'm pretty sure that in the first one, he's still alive. He's screaming.
They're having dinner. They're just hanging out, and then he just starts freaking out.
But I'm pretty sure when it bursts out, he's like still
he looks at it and then dies.
Yeah, and then dies because of blood loss.
Yes. So then you have that of just the confusion of it and the internal panic, and like the fact that it's a pregnancy adds such an odd thing to it, because also it's a man that gets pregnant in the first one.
I think a good thing to talk about when we're talking about puppets is the puppet could be a cool puppet, but it's got the story around it has to be cool too.
Yes, which is why graboids are dumb. They've got no story. Well, they might because
it's still in the top 10.
Well, yeah,
it's in the top 10.
Sure. But no, like so. Yeah, then you have like where it's inside of you, which is such.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's
and you're in space, so it's just like you're trapped.
You can't do.
You're trapped no matter what,
and you're confused, and no one else can help you because it's got to get out. Because there's a later movie where it's a girl who gets one in her, and she goes into a med bay, and they literally like give her a C-section real quick.
And just cut it out of her?
Yeah. And like, cause it's like futuristic shit. So it's like an automated C-section on a spaceship, which I don't fucking know.
Hey, sci-fi.
In case of emergency. Yeah. But like, it's wild and they like pull it out. Cause also the cool thing about xenomorphs, which you learn later on, is they adapt to their host, or they don't adapt to their host. They adapt from their host. So the xenomorph we know is the humanoid xenomorph.
Yeah, well, yeah.
There's much more animalistic ones. We've seen a predator xenomorph, an AVP Requiem, horrible movie.
I've never seen that one.
Don't. Just watch the first one.
It's a sequel to AVP?
Okay. Kind of, but it's not good. It's like, it's maybe the worst of both of the series.
Alien would always win.
What are you talking about? Predator always wins. Predator is way stronger than one xenomorph versus one predator.
Okay, if we're talking one-on-one.
Not even close.
You never have one alien.
What about the movie Alien?
Yeah, but that's when we're discovering it. There's no predator around?
No, Predator's
fighting.
No, Predator's already been to Earth at that point.
Yeah. Predator's fighting black men of the 80s.
And Schwarzenegger.
That was just a reference to a earlier podcast.
Oh, is it? It's just Predator fighting famous black guys of the 80s.
Well,
yeah.
that was one of the descriptions of one episode. It's just black men of the 80s.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I'm talking about Predator.
They're the best.
Yeah, incredible.
I mean, just the biggest men. Just the most men.
Yeah, like, what men has the most men? Black men of the 80s.
That or like, I mean, you got to throw Schwarzenegger in there.
Yeah.
Because he's the face of a lot of those movies.
He's great.
Yeah, just always is.
But puppets are fun.
Puppets are pretty great.
Dude, this is the longest intro we've ever done.
But also another thing about Alien.
Oh, fuck.
The xenomorph in Alien 3 is because it impregnates a dog. And so it's a dog alien. And also
I forgot about that. That's the prison one?
Yeah.
Dude, that movie's fucked.
And in the while making the movie, there was just a dog wearing a xenomorph costume.
I forgot. Yeah, they make him wear a costume.
And there's scenes of him running around with everything but the face, and it's adorable.
Yeah, but then they put the face on it. It's not.
Well, the third one's fine.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Second one, pretty good. James Cameron.
Yeah. I will always love the first one the most.
I think the first, because it did such a good job of establishing it.
Well, because also what they say is the first one's a horror, second one's an action.
Yeah, 100%.
It's kind of like Terminator.
Yep.
More so the first one's a horror, second one's an action.
Oh, because you don't know what's the fuck's going on in the first one.
And it's a hunt.
It's a hunt,
Yeah.
but then it's established, and then
Where the second one's like a fight.
But Predator, kind of the same thing. The first Predator's kind of scary.
Kind of. It takes so long to get into that movie. It's just them.
It's still a good movie.
It's fine.
It's still them in the woods, like being weird.
Jungle. It's a lot of just Americans blowing up people in their own
Koreans.
country. I don't remember who it is.
I think it's like
Might be
Vietnamese.
It's
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 something racist.
It's something where we liked kicking the shit out of them.
So we had to show it in a
literally
movie.
just them unloading on just people who are technically bad guys, but like they're there.
Yeah.
We went there.
And then the Predator's just in the trees.
Yeah, and just like, Jesus
It's
Christ.
like, I'm gonna kill these fuckers.
They need to calm down.
Isn't that how he talks?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's
Talks
all
in
clicky.
tongues. But that was
Puppets.
our top 5 puppets. Hopefully you enjoyed. The longest intro we've ever done. But let's play some Yukon Sax because this episode's almost over. Just kidding. We got more to talk about.
And now it's time for the Moist Monday Art-Ifacts.
Art-Ifacts.
And so basically what we have here, it's not a great one.
It's something.
It's a drawing of 4 porcupines that I did in 3rd grade.
3N.
Yep. One,
Newsburger?
I don't fucking know. One
think
has
it's
a
made
long neck, one's normal, one has a short body, and one has a huge body.
I like how you had to label them.
I assume that
So
was
you made
the
a normal one, and then you made a long neck one, short body, huge body.
I assume it was some sort of an assignment of draw something and then draw it differently.
I love the first one. And the second one. First 2 are great.
Yeah.
The other ones are fine.
I mean, short body's
But
not bad.
those would be great puppets.
Not bad.
The first 2, that'd be scary.
I don't know why they have little spikes on their bottom. I don't know if they have
Might just
that.
might be, which is just hair.
Maybe.
Because it looks like you drew whiskers and then just loose hair. But those spikes are massive.
Yeah, they are.
Like this guy with the normal body, people are just listening. There's just a normal body one, but the spikes are like 3 times his size.
I mean, porcupine quills are pretty big.
Oh, that's true, I guess, yeah.
Some of them are over a foot
Hey,
long.
this Moist Monday artifact, it's an artifact.
Sure.
Not all of them are going to be hits. But I kind of do like this.
That one's fine.
Because it's literally pencil drawing.
Yeah.
Like it's just you going,
Look at these porcupines.
I wonder if it was an assignment.
I think so. I imagine that's why there's 4 of them.
They're like
and
pick an
labeled.
animal and draw it 4 different ways.
Yeah, probably.
And you're like, what animal do I know?
Porcupine.
Oh, I was born in Germany. Porcupine.
Is that? I don't know if they're native to there.
No, I was just trying to think of something that relates to you. Well, it's Jacob's birthday. And for people that don't know, that's Jacob.
Hello.
I'm Robert.
This is Moist Monday.
I did get Jacob a little gift. He's not excited for this. He doesn't like gifts.
Oh,
But you'll like this one.
okay.
And I think it'd be fun if you did this on the podcast.
Okay. All right.
I got him 2 crossword scratch offs.
You want me to do this on the podcast?
Well, I'm curious about it.
This will take a while.
Does it?
Yes.
They are massive.
Yeah.
It's like the size of paper.
That's me scratching off 20 letters.
Okay, maybe you'll do it post podcast and we'll post
There'll
about
be
it.
an update.
I'll just take photos. Photos will
No.
be on the Instagram.
Don't take photos of the thing if I win.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'll hide the info.
Okay.
I'm just curious what you scratch off. I want to see your words.
Okay.
You like it? I was like, Jacob likes weird shit. And we've done scratch offs before.
Yeah, no, I enjoy scratch offs.
I think What else do you get someone for their birthday?
Thank you very much. That's very kind.
Like, what else do you do?
Just the idea of like, why don't you do this on the podcast? It's just me scratching.
I think that'd be funny.
A
And it's just-
while. God damn it.
Q. Fuck. Didn't get that word. Yeah, but hopefully, my goal is that you win.
I win 100,000.
Yeah, and then you're like,
I win max on both of them.
and then you're not worried about the wedding. And then the stress is calmed.
I'd still have to plan it.
Yeah, but then you'd have money. But it is your birthday. I prepared
Sure is, bud.
some birthday specific blind rankings.
Okay.
Jacob threw his art on the floor for
It
people
keeps
just
falling.
listening. Yeah, it kept falling. First one, we're going to ease into this. So I have 2 blind rankings that are Jacob specific.
Okay.
So play along at home. It would be hard for you guys, but fun for Jacob, I think.
Okay.
The first one is blind rank your favorite bands.
Okay. Is it out of 5?
Out of 5. Starting off with Kiss.
I'm gonna say number 4. It's the first band I ever became obsessed with.
Okay.
It like introduced me very much to a love of music, and like not just like the songs they write, but like the overall everything about them.
I mean, Kiss, dude, that you collected that shit like crazy. You had all the Kiss memorabilia. Like, dude, Kiss was like the biggest band like for merchandise. Like when I think of merchandise in a band, I think it's Kiss.
Like Kiss, Nirvana, and the Beatles went hard on
Oh, that's true.
merchandising, yeah.
But Kiss did it. They
Did it themselves.
Yeah, they did it themselves. Nirvana, I think, is all post because he's dead.
Yeah, and they were just like, we can at
Who
least
gets the money?
I imagine the rest
Probably
of the band.
Courtney Love.
And then probably the other band members, I don't know.
Dave doesn't need it. Next up on this list of blind ranking Jacob's favorite bands, so play along at home. Sex Pistols.
Ooh, the band that got me into punk.
Yep. This is a big one for you.
I'm gonna say as of now, still number 3.
Damn, you put them above Kiss.
Yes, I would definitely put Sex Pistols above Kiss.
Holy
As far as
shit.
like artistic like choices, I mean both are kind of horrible now. Like the members, like
Yeah.
I don't like Gene Simmons. I do not like Johnny Rotten at all. Johnny Rotten's
Well,
a
also,
fucking
Sex Pistols,
bitch.
they have what, one album?
No, they I mean
One real album?
kind of. Yeah, of
They don't have a
of
discography.
who you think the Sex Pistols are, even though Sid Vicious didn't record on the album. He only
Yeah, that's
toured
what's
with them.
wild.
Like they recorded some other stuff. I can't remember.
Like they were such a big band, but they weren't.
They changed a lot of things for it. I mean, they were
They were out of control.
extremely political. I mean, they wrote a song called "God Save the Queen," which is the name of their national anthem,
Which is a great
and
song.
it's about like "fuck the Queen,"
Yeah.
and that got huge. Like,
That song is badass. Next up on the list, Bouncing Souls.
oh shit! I mean,
So you have 1, 2, and 5 left.
I'm gonna put them at number 2 then. Right now,
Damn,
I'd
for
say.
Bouncing
I
Souls.
do love the Bouncing Souls. I'm so close to owning their discography on vinyl.
Yeah.
I found them by just seeing them at a festival once,
That's
and they
insane.
were fucking
So
incredible.
what type of music are they for people that don't know?
They're a punk. They're more, I think, northeastern style.
Are they a little bit? They're a little bit ska.
Yeah, at times.
They have
I'd
a
say.
little ska in
I think
them.
they're northeast, I guess. I'm not positive. But yeah, it's a lot softer and nicer. They do a lot of slower music. I
Yep.
mean, even their most famous song, it's called "Lean on Sheena." It is not the most punk song at all. It's just a actually really good song. They did one of my favorite splits ever with it was them and the Menzingers.
Is that the one you're looking for?
Yeah, the 7
7
inch,
Yep, yep. If I ever find that, I'm gonna become your best man.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I already am.
Yeah, because there's one 7-inch I look for at every record store I've ever been to, and they've never had it.
I'm trying to keep my eyes open for it, and I don't even know what it looks like.
Yeah.
So you'll probably find it before me. Next up, you have 1 and 5 left.
Okay.
Queen.
Oh, quit number 5. I mean, they're incredible, and like they're probably my favorites at times, just because they're one of the best bands of
Yeah,
all time.
you went through a little Queen.
I went
phase.
through it, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I
because
think-
you know so much about like Queen fun facts and shit.
Do I?
I mean, every time I even mention Queen, you like bring up shit.
Sure.
Like you taught me about like the "Don't Try Suicide" song.
Yeah, that's a wild one. It's not a good song at all. It's called "Don't Try Suicide," so that's nice. But
It's a
then
happy sounding song about don't try suicide. I don't even know the melody.
nobody's worth it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Nobody cares.
So then you're.
But I would say my top Queen song, besides like the obvious like Bohemian Rhapsody is one of the best songs ever written. I would say honestly, my favorite Queen song. It's called "Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy."
Ooh.
It's a fucking hit. Like it's
That's
so
a banger.
good. Like
That's a banger.
it's not their biggest song, but it's so good. Same with like my favorite Kiss song. Not one of their biggest hits, "Black Diamond."
Black Diamond.
By far their best song.
Okay.
Like I'd say that's their best song without even like nothing even like compares
So
to it.
before we reveal your number one, what's your favorite Bouncing Souls and Sex Pistols songs? It is your birthday.
I mean, Sex Pistols is honestly there. It's the hit because they only have so many. It's "God Save the Queen."
I mean, yeah, that's an
Or
incredible.
yeah.
Anarchy in the UK.
Wait, now I'm confused. I can't even picture which one's which now, honestly.
Because like, dude, what's wild is Sex Pistols were a massive
But they're not
monument, but
they're not good.
No, they're not. I did recently get like their big song or their big album on vinyl, and that was fine.
Yeah.
But they were just
Never mind the Bullocks. Yeah.
Yeah, for the time, great.
EMI is really good. Oh, shit, which one? That might be the one that starts with marching. Oh, because also I have on vinyl the demo version of Never Mind the Bullocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. It's called Spunk.
Whoa,
It's almost
so it's super
better.
raw.
A little bit more. I mean, it's raw to begin with. Yes.
They're raw to begin with. Favorite Bouncing Souls?
Lean on Sheena is probably their best.
You mentioned that. Yeah. But which one do you like? If you're going to listen to Bouncing Souls, what do you start with?
Shit, I can't even think of the name of my favorite right now.
I mean, you went through a big phase. Do you still listen to them on the regular, or
Only when I listen to their vinyls at this point.
okay? Yeah, but you have almost the complete set. That's pretty badass.
Oh shit, yeah, Hopeless Romantic.
Hopeless
I forgot
Romantic,
about that
okay.
one completely. That's their punk hit. That one's probably my favorite
Okay,
song.
I'm
And
excited
that
to listen to these songs.
album alone is so good.
Because like Bouncing Souls is a band that I don't really know. I've listened to them through
Just
you.
around me, yeah.
Obviously, I know Kiss, Sex Pistols, Queen.
So I'd say my favorite Kiss hit would be "Shout It Out Loud," though.
Shout it out loud.
Of their like top 5 big ones.
See, I only know Kiss like their hits.
That is, "Shout It Out Loud" is a hit.
Okay, I might recognize it. I don't know
up
like the name of them.
Well, because like their big
How's
ones
like
are
it go? Do you know?
shout it, shout it, shout it out loud. It's if it's a hit, I prefer a Paul Stanley forward one. So like that and "Lick It Up," where
Okay.
like Detroit Rock City.
Detroit Rock City, that's one of my favorites because of Guitar Hero.
Yes, the intro is great.
And
that's
the
how
riff's
they,
badass.
Well, that's how they open up the concert too.
Oh.
So the 3 of them getting lowered or raised on a platform. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking dude, it's a ripper.
Yeah.
So
And then "I
you're
Want to
not-
Rock and Roll All Night," which that song's not good. It's
no, but
fun.
it's fun.
Yeah.
And especially when I was a kid and discovered it, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, yes, please. I want to stay up all night and have sleep all day. So your number one band out of your blind ranks that I haven't revealed yet, Small League Sink Ships.
I assume that'd be on your list. Yes.
Yeah. I wanted to prove how good of a friend I am.
Yeah.
And also,
No,
did a good job of picking your 5.
Besides Queen, yeah.
I thought Queen was up there.
Queen's
Who else would be in that 5?
I went
Because I
through.
couldn't think of anything else.
I went through a big Noah Kahan phase, but,
But
like,
that was like short-lived. And,
Yeah.
and that's recent. I'm
Well,
trying
I
to think
still
of like
like
deep
it.
core.
I mean, AC/DC. That was my
Oh,
childhood.
that was okay. Because I thought Kiss was your childhood.
So Kiss is when I really got into AC/DC. Was me just liking my dad's music.
Classic rock.
Yeah.
AC/DC's badass. And you've seen them.
No.
Oh, you've seen Kiss though.
Yes, I've seen Kiss like 3 times. I think. Cried the first time. I
Oh,
was like,
I thought you saw AC/DC at Wells Fargo. That was that
no,
Kiss.
that's I saw Guns. No, not Guns N' Roses. I saw fucking Van Halen.
Van Halen
At Wells Fargo.
Okay, and you just randomly stumbled upon it.
No, that was Kiss.
Okay, yeah.
Van Halen, I chose to go. It was them and Kool and the Gang.
Cool again.
Kool and the Gang was way better than Van Halen.
Who was singing for Van Halen?
Fucking what's his name? What?
David Lee Roth.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that douchebag.
They both are. Sammy Hagar's a douchebag too.
I love Sammy Hagar though.
but he's a douche.
Well, I don't think Sammy Hagar is a douche. I just don't love his music. I love Sammy Hagar. David, I don't know. Van Halen's weird because I think it's one of the most talented group of performers with the shittiest singer. Same with Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
I cannot stand
Anthony
the vocalist.
Kiedis?
I don't even know.
I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Red Hot. Dude, I will say his voice fits the music. What else would you do to that? How is he?
Heroin. That's all I would do to that music.
But how else do you sing to it?
I don't fucking know. I'm not a huge Red Hot Chili Peppers fan either.
So I have another blind ranking
Okay.
applied. This one I'm very proud of.
Okay.
So I thought I didn't know about AC/DC.
Yep.
So I'm not the best friend I thought I was.
That was before we were friends.
Okay, but this is Kiss related.
Okay.
Blind rank these Kiss lyrics.
Ooh. Okay.
So I don't know much about Kiss, so this took me
Sure.
a lot of time. Let's start off with this first one. This first one is from the song Let's Put the X in Sex
I don't even know that song.
from 1988.
Was that Domino or what?
Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits. It's from the album.
I don't know
This
what
is the
album.
lyric.
Okay.
So rate this out of 5, blind rank.
The issue is that it can always go dumber.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have Dance All Over My Face on this list?
You don't know what I have on this list.
Okay.
This is the lyric of the first one. Baby, let's put the X in sex. Love's like a muscle, and you make me want to flex.
That's not bad.
Oh, you like it?
That sounds like a Gene Simmons one.
Gene Simmons, I think, might have done a lot of these.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that at a solid 3 because I don't hate it.
Solid 3.
And it's less dick forward. So many of their shit is just like Love Gun. It's just a penis.
Okay, is it? Good to know.
Is that on the list too?
I don't know. Next up, this is from the song Great Expectations.
Okay.
1976 Destroyer album, which is one of their bigger albums.
Yes.
You watch me singing this song, you see what my mouth can do, and you wish you were the one I was doing it to.
I don't like that as much. That sounds like another Gene lyric.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that one at number 5.
Number 5. Okay.
That one's lame.
But also, you watch me singing this song.
Yep. What can your mouth do while like? What are you looking for here, bud?
Next up is from the song Love Gun.
Okay.
Album Love Gun.
Yep.
1977. I really love you, baby. I love what you've got. Let's get together. We can get hot. No more tomorrow, baby. Time is today. Girl, I can make you feel okay.
Damn, that should have been number 5. Those suck.
Dude, but the fact it goes, I can make you feel okay.
Like that's all you got.
So
That's number 4.
That's
then.
number
Yeah, That
4.
one fucking sucks.
you got 2 and 1 left.
Okay, I hope they're good.
This next lyric is from the song No, No, No. Off the album Crazy Nights, 1987. You know the song?
I know this song. Yes, it's not good.
This is a short lyric. I'm down and out, but don't count me out.
God damn it. Number 2, I fucking guess.
I'm down and out, but don't count me
Like
out.
I know there's not good Kiss lyrics because a lot of them are just about
That's
like
why I thought this would be hilarious. I mean, if you dive into any lyrics, like if you dive into Foo Fighters for me, there's probably some bullshit.
no, but he's a good like Kiss has bad lyrics.
Yeah, this is bad lyrics.
They're good. They're showmen.
So this one is your favorite. This is your number 1, even though you don't know it. This is off the song I Love It Loud Off. Oh, I Love It Loud.
Yeah, okay, that's a good song.
Off of Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits, 1988.
Okay.
This is the lyric. Whiplash. Heavy metal accident, rock on. I want to be the president.
They say that pretty quick though. I think
That's it. That's the lyric. I mean, there's more, obviously, but
because
Whiplash. Heavy metal accident, rock on. I want to be the president.
I mean that's a fair number 1 because we're talking. All right, if we're talking the best of Kiss.
I mean, yeah, even their big songs, the lyrics are just like, I wanna rock and roll
yeah.
all night.
And then usually it's someone else going like, "Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
like that's all Gene
It's a lot
does.
of like, oh,
yeah, well, yeah. But
Dude,
like,
I will say, I wish I would have seen them.
yeah, they weren't great the last time I saw them, but like they were still like getting like raised on platforms.
And do the costume tree.
Yeah, and Paul Stanley zip lines over the crowd and does a little dance. Paul Stanley looks
Are
great.
They're like 70s plus,
Yes.
right? Maybe pushing 80s.
Except for like the 2 members who weren't original.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's just kids.
Because like, if we're talking like, I would say Black Diamond.
Most of these lyrics were Gene Simmons.
Yes,
I think he wrote the
I
worst
think most
lyrics.
of them were. Yeah, absolutely.
So Paul Simon, I think, wrote the best lyrics. Paul Stanley wrote the best lyrics.
Paul Simon is very good at lyrics.
Yeah, what's he from?
Paul Simon.
Oh, Paul Simon.
He might be in a band, but I just know the name Paul Simon. Yeah.
But I think Gene Simmons, he wrote like he was a
Yeah.
teenager boy that a lot of times I was reading, like I looked up so much things about
Sure.
lyrics and people were going, they're acting like they've never had sex.
Yeah, that's
Like,
fair.
They're just saying things. Dude, I found so many wild lyrics where it's like, you're a fire and I want to put my log in you. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, there's the song "Dance All Over My Face."
What
I don't
is-
even know what that means. It's not a good song.
Dance
either.
all over my face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the like, what's it called? Like Black Leather or something. That song, no, Shock Me is what it's called. It says "Throw on your black leather." It's literally about Ace Frehley accidentally like shocked the fuck out of his hand and had to play a concert with a numb hand.
And that's what the song's about?
No, it's just what it's inspired by.
But
then
then
you get-
also I didn't want
You
to.
get songs like Beth. Beth's a great song.
Okay, I don't know Beth.
Beth is sang by Peter Criss, and it was off of. So technically, of the Four Faces album, Peter Criss by far has the best.
See, I didn't want to do because they all did individual albums.
Yes, which
I
they
didn't
helped
want to
on,
pull lyrics from those.
because you could have gone just Gene.
Gene, and they would have been worse.
They're horrible.
But I thought just Kiss original.
What else was like?
It is wild because like I wrote these in front of you.
Yeah.
I was figuring out these in front of you, so I couldn't even listen to them.
Sure.
So I didn't even know what the songs sound like. So when I'm editing this, I'm gonna like,
Yeah, see what actually.
I'm like, oh, this song actually sucks.
Well, because what's the song that I Love It Loud or whatever?
Yeah.
That one, I think the way, because I know the way the lyrics at least flow in that
Okay,
one.
so it sounds
and I
better
think
than
it would
it-
fit that.
See, what's wild is I'm reading lyrics,
Oh,
and
wait.
that's what makes it sound worse.
Oh shit, I'm confusing it with that one. I think it sounds kind of similar to that Aerosmith where it goes "Bah, bah, 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 bah," whatever that song is.
It sounds like a Muppet. Dude.
Yeah, exactly. So they look like Muppets, including Steven Tyler.
Steven Tyler is a Muppet, dude.
Yeah.
His mouth is three
Giant.
times too
Yeah.
big.
Well, so is Gene's.
He's like the Grinch,
Yeah.
but with a mouth, dude. But I thought that'd be fun. I was trying to think of other like blind rankings that relate to you,
Or my birth.
but I couldn't think of any more. But I think that Kiss lyric one, I thought that was fun.
Yeah, that one, it's rough. No, they all sound like Gene lyrics, but also I don't know if Paul Stanley was actually a good writer or not.
He might not have been.
But then you get like Ace Frehley's solo career as Ace Frehley in the Comets. Those songs are pretty
I
fucking
mean,
good.
you can be a great musician,
Yeah.
but have terrible.
But also they're not great musicians. Ace Frehley and Peter Criss were.
I mean, dude, there's.
There's a reason they quit after they had to film a movie with them.
I mean, Kiss has fucking rock songs. They're still being played. Like,
But they're just anthem rock songs. Like they're
yeah,
not.
but that's not. They're still good.
No.
I get their four chords and like.
I don't even think it's that kind of bad because they've got good riffs. It's just the lyrics are literally nothing. It's kind of like Stadium Country, where it's just bullshit about trucks and beer and women. That's all this is. It's about sex and rock and roll, and they literally just say that.
They got big because they dressed up.
And they were showmen. They shoot fireworks off. They breathe fire. He spits blood. They fly around the stage.
Damn. So when was the first time you saw Kiss? So you've seen them 3 times.
Yeah, I was probably like 13, 14.
Damn, that's an influential age.
And they were the headline. It was deep in my big like.
Where was
in
it?
my love.
Where'd you see him at?
St. Paul, I think.
Okay, so it was a stadium show.
Yes, I've only seen them at stadiums, and they were incredible. And I like, yeah.
Is this what started the obsession?
No,
is seeing him live?
This
or you
was
had
like
already-
the gift because of my obsession.
and
Is my
you were
parents
like,
got me tickets. No, I
I'm
cried.
gonna see him. Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Well, because they're not even people. They're just these giant symbols.
They're merchandise.
I mean,
even the people.
Well, he labeled himself literally as the god of thunder. Yeah, like he is the demon. He is the star child. He's the cat and the spaceman. I don't know why there's the cat. There was
He's all 4?
What?
Oh, I thought you were saying one person was. Okay, that's the individuals.
No. Peter Criss is the cat. Ace Frehley's the spaceman. Paul Stanley's the star child, and then Gene Simmons is the demon.
The cat?
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess.
There was
you got to be someone.
There was the bear for a hot second.
There's a 5th member?
No, he replaced one of them.
Probably the cat.
Yeah, no, it was because it was the drummer. It was rather Eric Carr or Eric Singer.
But it was a different member.
Yes, and they were both of them were the drummers. One of them died. And the other one's the modern one.
So they painted their face differently because of their. Like
yeah, I mean they wanted to
face
make
paint.
their own. Yeah, but nowadays it's also just.
Is there any Kiss comic books?
Yes.
That way it sounds like a comic book.
Well, yeah, and on the first issue, actually, they each bled into the red ink, so their blood was in the comic book system.
You have it?
No, I've always wanted one of those original ones.
Add that to your liner notes, editor.
Someone else just did that recently. There's a few people who've like dropped blood into things just to add like fun stuff to it.
I mean, that's cool, but kind of gross.
I mean, it's just in the red ink, and it's also like a drop into the entire thing of blood.
But they probably have diseases.
Now, yeah, probably.
So you've seen him 3 times.
Yes.
When was the second time you saw him?
Second time was, I was probably like 15, 16.
Damn, so a couple years later.
It was in Colorado. We were on
in Colorado.
Yeah, we were on vacation with like my cousins and stuff. So me and my dad and my 2 uncles went to see him. It was them and Motley Crue.
Yeah, that's badass. So you guys were like on vacation and you're like, they're in town.
Well, no, we planned for that.
Yeah, but that's still sick though.
Yeah, like
and
we planned.
And so it's a smaller group of the cool people going to see Kiss.
But the issue was at that time, my cousin came here because he was a kid at the time and he had this horrible flu. And while this vacation happened, it was a 1-day flu. It hit every single person.
Oh, so everyone got fucked.
One day
at a time?
Yes. Like, so like 2 people be out this day, another person be out this day, and then the other person came back. So it was just, you were gone for a day.
Fuck.
My day was the concert.
What?
Yep. So I was I had to go to the bathroom constantly just to throw
So
up.
you went to the show though?
Yes. No, because one of my uncles was like, I don't know if you can. My dad was like, you can't tell him that. This is Motley Crue and Kiss. Like,
Hey, you gotta go.
yeah,
you gotta go.
He's going to this, and I'm letting him. Like, we're doing this.
Yeah,
it was just like I had to go to the bathroom, probably.
And you were throwing up.
Yeah, or just
Wait,
like
were-
shitting myself, like crazy.
Did you even enjoy the
Yeah,
show?
no, the show was incredible.
See, that's insane that you were even.
This
you
was
were able
the
to,
worst time I've seen Kiss, though.
So not even the. Damn. Okay. So they
Well-
just sucked.
Well, we had worse seats and like that kind of stuff,
Okay.
and like they weren't bad at all. But also, Motley Crue was bad. Motley Crue fucking sucked. Mick Mars was dying.
Motley
Tommy
Crue-
Lee was going crazy, and it was great.
They're
Him and-
old as hell. I mean, so Kiss, but Kiss they wear the makeup, so at least they don't look old.
That's not even what I'm talking about. Like Tommy Lee and Nikki Sixx, fantastic performers. Tommy
Yeah.
Lee had the roller coaster drum set hooked up.
Whoa.
Yeah, he had a loop-de-loop drum set.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, no,
that
Tommy
sounds
Lee.
wild.
He's also like done a ball.
You know what's
that, like,
wild
goes
is
over the
I
crowd.
didn't know he was the drummer.
Oh,
I know him because of it's Tommy Lee.
yeah.
But I didn't know he was the drummer.
So Mick Mars is the guitarist. He has a disease.
and I know Nikki Sixx.
Yeah,
that's
and
a big one.
Mick Mars is like he's been dead for a while, but he's still playing shows. He's like he had to finish out. I think their last tour literally on a gurney because he can't
Jesus.
stand up well, and his like joints are locking up or something or
Holy
deteriorating.
fuck!
So he can still shred, but that's it.
But he can't move.
But he is like a ghoul on stage.
so
And
like
then-
just put the guitar where he can't move. And
yeah,
then,
no, like
that's
basically
insane that he can muscle memory, dude.
Yeah, no, and like
Like his body's failing,
that's
but his
all he
fingers
is,
can
yeah.
still shred. That just speaks to how fucking good.
ingrained it is. in him.
Ingrained, yeah.
And then Vince Neil fucking sucked.
yeah,
He was up there.
I mean, what he just sings like
no, so he makes noises that kind of sound like the
Oh,
songs. 'Cause I'm trying to think of a Motley Crue song.
smoking in the boys' room.
It's walking in the morning.
That's what it sounded like.
Walking in the morning. Hands on the time, back to my room. No, it's just him making noises.
Like so he can't sing anymore.
Yeah. It was
And this is
horrible.
back in- back
It was a
then.
while ago. They like came out with a new album recently.
Oh, they can fix a lot of shit
Yeah, I
in post
know.
now.
God, that's like when I saw Van Halen. It was after their like newer albums. Like we don't want to hear this. No,
Luckily,
nobody's
you'll
here
never
for this.
see them again
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I always
Rest in
forget
peace.
Eddie's dead. That's
know, it's
fucking
wild.
Wild.
because he was the band.
Yes, absolutely. Well, also that they kicked out the fucking bassist so Eddie's son could join.
I didn't know that because
Yeah.
it's also Eddie's brother.
Yes,
on the drums.
Yeah, and he's fantastic.
He's great, but what's his name?
I,
See, nobody knows. Everyone knows Eddie Van Halen.
I used to know it. God damn it. Well, his son is Wolfgang.
Oh yeah,
Van Halen.
my brother's seen Wolfgang a ton.
Wolfgang's band is fantastic.
Yeah,
I can't remember the
Wolfgang's-
name.
And also, Wolfgang is a name. Wolfgang Van Halen.
Yeah, that.
Holy
Well,
shit!
if you weren't,
What's his middle name?
I don't know.
Wolfgang Ruth.
Probably not.
You probably need something like you need a normal separator.
Dave. Just
Wolfgang Dave Van Halen.
please call me Wolfgang. No, I mean if he wasn't the son of Eddie Van Halen, he'd be the most bullied kid in school.
Oh yeah, but no, he's like my dad's Eddie.
Yeah.
And he's dead, so quit making fun of him.
I think the only Wolfgang I know is Wolfgang von Frankenstein, and he's the bassist for the Misfits.
Yep.
Oh, you could have put the Misfits on
I
there.
was thinking about it, but I
but
was
like
like,
Misfits, Bouncing Souls, and Sex Pistols.
yeah, I was like trying to separate the genres because Sex Pistols, I was like, oh, that's the biggest of the
kind of.
influential for you anyway. I was
think
thinking
now-
this was a you list.
I would say if I put those two against each other, I would choose Misfits right now. I haven't done Misfits in a while.
Misfits are good,
That was when I was welding. I listened
and
to
that's
them a
they're
lot.
another band where they have one album, right?
No.
Oh, Misfits have a ton?
An insane amount of albums. They would,
But they're not good.
the newer ones. It's just it needs to be with all the original members.
Oh, okay, and
No,
it's
the lead
not.
singer left, and then the bassist became the lead singer, Jerry, because it's Jerry only. Fucking, it's going to drive me crazy. I cannot because I
Jerry
know it.
Only. That's a good name.
Yeah, it's Wolfgang von Frankenstein, Jerry Only. Who's the fucking little guy? What's his fucking name? God damn it! It's gonna drive me crazy.
Jacob's got to look it up.
No, because
What's wild is Jacob like he's like asking me. I'm like I don't know.
you'll know his name. Glenn Danzig.
Oh, Danzig.
Yeah, Danzig.
Yeah,
Duh,
he did
yeah.
solo career, dude.
Yeah, I mean, kind of a one-hit wonder on his solo career.
I mean, dude, there's that one song.
Is it Mother?
No, I love Mother.
Mother's pretty great.
But there's another song that Danzig does.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna pull this up because this is our recommendation to everybody.
All right, no,
dude, this song is badass. Well, so speak while I look it up.
Misfits with Danzig, one of the best punk bands ever. They're kind of like They're kind of like Kiss, where it's more showy. Like people will give you shit if Misfits is your favorite punk band because they are like the popular punk.
Well, it's like if you say you like grunge and you say Nirvana.
Sure, yeah, it's lame.
And it sucks because I do. And so every time people go,
There's a reason.
Every time, there's a reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, but so many people fake it.
Well, I mean, that's the easy answer. If someone asked me my favorite grunge band, I'd probably say Nirvana because I can't even think of one.
I just always go 90s alternative, and then I'll say grunge, and then
Sure.
I'm like, well, I got a Nirvana tattoo,
Well, I mean, I have a Misfits and Bouncing Souls
But
tattoo.
for Danzig,
yes.
if you guys are looking for recommendations, this song is badass. It's called Twist of Cain.
Okay. I don't know if I know that one.
This song has an incredible guitar riff, and it drops low, and there's like a low note they hit.
Okay.
Oh, dude. Wes showed me this song. It's hammer.
I will say Misfits, one of the top 5 concerts of all time. Their reunion show.
Doesn't Danzig sound like shit, though?
One of the shows he was fantastic. The other one he was very winded.
Yeah, doesn't he just
wail?
It's
well, I mean, that's what his yell is. You think of when he yells mother. There's
yeah, but at least sounds good.
Well, it doesn't sound bad
on the recording.
But it is a wail.
They probably did multiple takes, and they were like, we can probably use one of these.
But the first time I saw him live was incredible.
Mother. I know that song from Guitar Hero as well. That's a great Guitar Hero song.
Is it? Think of the first few notes, just bow, bow,
Yeah,
bow.
I don't, dude. Guitar Hero just hits me.
Well, yeah, but they could have done better.
Dude, Guitar Hero changed my music. It showed me so many songs.
Sure. Yeah, I get that. But
I obviously grew up listening to 70s and 80s rock because my stepdad. I was big into the Beatles. I mean, that's 60s, but big into the Beatles and all this stuff. But then Guitar Hero and Tony Hawk influenced my music. So I learned all about this classic rock and all this shit. And then when Guitar Hero Aerosmith came out,
sure,
I went through an Aerosmith phase.
Yeah. Not a fan of Aerosmith.
They got some great songs, dude.
They also have the dumbest song I've ever heard.
So does Queen.
It's not, all right.
What's the dumbest, what are you talking
Pink.
about? I love that song.
No, Pink is stupid.
Pink, like the color.
Yeah, it's a song about the color pink because it's his daughter's favorite color. And he's like, I'll write a song about it.
I do like that song.
It's a horrible song.
I like that song. I like Aerosmith.
They're fine.
I mean, Steven Tyler, Joe Perry. I think that's his name.
Maybe. Joe Perry's somebody at least.
He might be the bass player. And then the guitar player did a solo career, I'm pretty sure. Joe Walsh? No, I'm thinking of a different band.
Yeah.
Joe Perry might be the guitar player for Aerosmith.
Maybe. I don't know.
We're just a podcast where we just say information.
We think.
So
things.
You're listening to this on your way to work. You're going to go, I learned it today this.
I don't know. Tell somebody. They might correct you.
It's not right.
Yeah.
But since it's your birthday episode, do you have any favorite birthday memories? What's what's one of your favorite birthdays?
Oh, I think I talked about this on the podcast.
Maybe
recently.
last year or recently?
No, this would have been my 7th birthday.
Oh, okay.
It was by far my best birthday ever. It was.
Let's hear about it.
So the night before, I think it's between 5 and 8, one of those.
Yeah, elementary school.
Because I was in Cedar Rapids. It was the 2 years we lived there.
Okay, so yeah, this was before Jacob even moved into my neighborhood.
Yes.
And probably before I even moved to the neighborhood too.
Maybe. Be I don't know if it's it'd be pre-Towers.
Yeah.
2000.
I moved in first grade. When I was Towers, so.
Yeah. But yeah, so the night before, I stayed up really late with my dad because also my dad's birthday is the day after mine. And when I say really late, I mean probably midnight.
So you guys' birthday's tomorrow?
Yes.
I'm going to make sure to write on his Facebook wall.
There you go.
Didn't do it for you.
But yeah, so I got to stay up late, which was probably midnight, but everyone else was asleep besides me and my dad.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we watched Galaxy Quest.
What the hell is that?
Galaxy Quest is...
I feel like you've talked about this before, but I don't remember.
I have. I fucking love Galaxy Quest.
It's a movie?
Yes. It is...
Moist movie of the month?
Not this month, but I'd do that in the future. Okay. Yes. All right. Galaxy Quest stars Tim Allen.
Santa Claus.
Fantastic. It's a Star Trek kind of satire.
As soon as you said it, I can picture him standing in front of a ship.
Yep.
Or whatever.
Justin Long's in it as a child. Who's the girl? It's Sigourney Weaver.
Whoa.
I'm almost goddamn. I need to double check. I'm almost positive it's Sigourney Weaver.
But it's like a parody movie, right?
Yes, but it is better than any Star Trek movie that's ever been made. Yes.
Even the newer ones?
Without a doubt.
The new ones are great.
Yes, without a doubt.
Whoa,
No,
without even a hesitation?
No, Galaxy Quest is way better.
Galaxy Quest? I've never seen Galaxy Quest. It sounds like I'm adding Galaxy Quest to the Moist Movie of the Month list. And speaking of Moist Movie of the list, while Jacob looks this up, make sure you watch the Nicolas Cage movie, Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. How did I remember the name? I don't know.
It's too long.
Too long of a name, but make sure you watch it. Send us an email, Moist Monday Podcast, with your thoughts, reviews, and feelings to Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans, with Nick Cage, Eva Mendes. And then one lucky person will win a Moist Monday pint glass.
Moist Movie of the Month, Moist Meaner Pint Glass.
Yes.
All right. Top 4 stars in it. Tim Allen.
Tim Allen, fantastic.
So he's like doing a joke
It's
of like...
wild seeing...
What?
It's wild that he's in a space movie.
Dude, he's so good. Then you got Sigourney Weaver, Alan Rickman,
Snape.
and then Tony Shalhoub.
Whoa, who's that?
Monk.
Okay.
Yes.
What the fuck?
So, and they're all
Weird cast.
They're all based off of like the characters. So, like Tim
So, like,
Allen
off
is
Star
Kirk.
Trek? Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver is kind of just the joke of all women in Star Trek, where she has like big boobs and she has to run around a lot. Like it's
Sigourney Weaver has big boobs in it? Mm-hmm. Isn't she like a petite woman?
I don't think so. I think Sigourney Weaver's got them. But like it's,
you would know.
but like it's like she's like the satirical view of all women in those movies.
I love her.
So it's very meta. Alan Rickman is like the Spock serious alien.
He
Like
he does look like that.
yeah, he's got like weird fins and stuff. And then Tony Shalhoub's the weird doctor character that's in all of them.
Okay. But it's way better than...
Way better. Way better than anything Star Trek has ever done, without a doubt.
I might need to add that just to my movies of DVDs to buy.
I would...
Do you own it?
No.
It looks like I'm looking for 2 copies.
I would honestly put it above any Star Wars movie. Like, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan either.
It would even be... You said original earlier, but I'm saying 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. I mean, 3 is my favorite of the Star Wars. If I had to rank Star Wars, I'd go 3, 5, 4, 1, 6,
2.
7,
Oh, you're talking all 9.
2.
Holy shit.
8, 9?
I've never seen that. I've only seen the first 6.
Yeah. That's my official list of those movies.
Damn, you just did a ranking just out of nowhere.
Yep.
Damn, and you'd rank it above all of those.
I'd rank it above 3.
That's well that a parody movie.
It's so fucking good.
So it's like... So Spaceballs is obviously a parody movie.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Spaceballs. They're making a sequel for it too, and I'm pissed. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Why
They
are
also
doing
did
that?
History of the World Part 2, which literally ruins the joke
It's
of the
the
first one.
joke.
Yeah.
The joke is it's part 1 and they never do
Yes. And like...
Dude, if you're gonna do... Okay. If you're gonna do it a part 2 of a joke that says part 1,
Yeah.
call it part 3.
Sure.
That'd be funny.
Or like the prequel.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Yes, but it's not.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you just call it the prequel and it's just a similar movie, and so it's prequel and then part 1,
Yeah,
incredible.
that'd be hilarious.
Because the only...
You cannot call it part 2.
The only way they can do a Spaceballs is if it's episode 1, 2, 3. It's the world before Spaceballs. It's just a random fucking political driven, because also like in episode 1, 2, and 3, it's about like the Trade Federation.
Yeah,
and
they
shit.
do a lot of weird shit in
Yeah.
there.
Put those weird racist ass Asian in. That was another thing that threw me off, is that I'm not even going to imitate like the stereotypical Asian
let's hear it.
person.
Let's
No,
hear it.
I'm imitating the alien. They're like, oh, how are you doing, Jedi? Like it's fucking, and they got those big fucking eyes. It's
They
insane.
do. Yeah.
No,
I didn't realize that that's what that was.
No, the Trade Federation, the outfits are insane.
Here's what's fucked up. Is you were doing a loose Asian impersonation.
No, I was doing an alien impersonation.
But it was based on that. I pictured exactly the face of the guy who
I think they
said
even
it.
go like, "Oh, days of the Jedi." Like it's insane.
I'm in my head. I'm picturing exactly who that is. That's fucked up.
Those guys that Dooku
I didn't
hangs
realize
out
that
with-
was like they were supposed to be like Asian.
Yeah, no,
Jesus Christ.
no. Well, because
That impression was dialed on.
yeah,
It was
no, and they
perfect.
got like the big outfit. Like it's horrible. Like I never hear people talk about those, because I've heard people call like Jar Jar Binks racist.
Well, everybody wants to shit on Jar Jar, which I get it.
He's pretty bad.
You didn't need to add him.
No, rewatching the movies, he's pretty
But
bad.
it came out at the perfect time for us.
Yes.
As a child, Jar Jar
We
was
were like
amazing.
I think we were like
Because
4 or
he was
5.
like, and George Lucas, kind of a genius, because it was like, oh, your parents love Star Wars. This is coming out. Now your kids will love Star Wars.
Star Wars has always been made for kids, and that's what people forgot.
Well, yeah, because it came out for our parents as kids.
yes.
So then the next trilogy came out for the kids of the parents.
And then the sequel trilogy,
so that's
I
why
don't know
we
who it's
loved
for.
it.
But
Because
like,
Jar Jar.
I didn't love Jar Jar. I loved it for pod racing
Yeah, but like they made it for us.
and Darth Maul.
Yeah. Darth Maul was dope.
Yeah, they did not need Jar Jar. They had Darth Maul, and like even the Gungans alone was just odd. There's that big guy who's the leader with the.
Yeah. Like what the but also pretty good.
But no, so
And also playing the Lego games, those are fun worlds to go to.
yes, the best thing about the prequel series is they did lightsaber fights the best.
Oh, Mace Windu,
I mean,
one of my favorite Jedis.
I mean, Duel of the Fates is even like just in
and the
fucking
soundtrack,
incredible. Yes.
John Williams
And-
fucking knocked it out of the park for almost all the tracks.
Yeah, I mean, I think 7, 8, 9 probably have good soundtracks. It's just
Yeah, but I don't. Is it John Williams?
probably.
They're not revolutionary.
Well, I mean, it's already been revolutionized.
They've already been
though.
established. I mean, it's like
Episode 1, 2, and
I can't remember what
No,
there's
those were like
those
Duel of
were
the Fates.
like
Yeah.
and those are tracks they still
The Battle
kind
of
of use.
Mustafar, like, oh, God,
I mean,
that was
obviously,
so
like
good.
the main Star Wars theme and all that stuff. John Williams back in the day.
I mean, because
I can't remember what the name is of it, but there's when a song is repeated to signify a character.
Yes.
It has a name for
Well,
it.
they bring in like the Imperial March when anytime
March.
Anakin does something evil
But it's like
in
it's
episode
the
3.
same, it's the same thing with the James Bond theme, or like anytime there's like a James Bond thing, it does like the like even in the games, if you do
Yeah.
something James Bond related,
Yes.
it does that. Like that's it has a name for it. I can't remember what it's called. I learned that in school.
Yes.
But it is like so many amazing tracks were developed in 1, 2, and 3, and those
Yeah.
soundtracks are still like I could just listen to those
Probably
without
yeah.
watching the
Get
movie.
Pumped. But do you know who I do think has the best theme song? It's another John Williams.
Ooh, Toy Story.
I don't. What? I don't think
Jaws?
you can beat Indiana Jones.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think anyone has a better personal theme song.
Okay, here's what we're doing.
Okay.
Next week,
Yeah.
top John Williams tracks.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say top theme songs.
Theme songs.
Yeah. Okay.
Top John.
Oh,
well,
just I would say top iconic theme songs.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let's expand it. Top theme songs. Let's start the episode with that. I think that's fun. And then also the
but
listener.
not like TV show theme songs.
no,
like
let's
movie,
movies.
like
movies.
like sound.
I'm gonna
theme song's not quite
I'm gonna
the
tell
right
you
word.
right now. The Bond theme's gonna be in mine
That's fair.
because that's incredible.
Yep.
But also maybe it might not be because every movie starts off with a rendition of it.
Okay.
Because they have like the really cool long intros with like
Well, someone
Billie
writes a
Eilish,
song for
Billie
each.
Eilish did one.
Yeah.
Adele did one.
Well, yeah, they have a song written for each one.
But then they have the signature.
Yes.
Oh,
well, I mean,
man.
Bond still
Top
has a
sound-
theme song.
Top movie songs. So this is going to exclude songs that were already songs.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're
songs that
talking
were written,
score.
songs that are, score.
Score, not soundtrack.
Because like if we're talking soundtrack, Baby Driver,
sure.
amazing.
Yeah.
But those are already songs. You know, so we're talking about soundtrack. Think about your top 5 for next week, listeners, and you.
Yes.
This is gonna be fun. I like when we come kind of prepared. We're talking about puppets for fucking 30 minutes, dude.
Yeah, we sure did. Hopefully you guys like that.
Well, if not, we're gonna talk about soundtracks next week. That
Yeah, you hit. I think my mic's turning up. Yep, it still is.
was weird. But hopefully you guys like listening to us talk about soundtracks without hearing the soundtracks
Fair.
because you won't be able to
We
hear
can
it.
just do a non-monetized episode next week.
And do little clips.
Play little snippets.
Hey, I don't give a fuck.
I think that's fair.
I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
If we're
Let's
gonna do it, you might as well do it.
That's gonna be better for the audience. We don't, and guess what? We don't make money anyway.
Yeah, so it's fine.
But this has been the Moist Monday Podcast. Anything else you want to talk about or do for your birthday special? Real quick before we leave.
No, because as we discussed, I'm not a fan of my own birthday.
Yeah, you just
I don't need to do anything
let's
special
get
for
over
it.
with
Yeah.
it. I mean, last week you were so excited.
Was I?
Yeah, you were like, "It's my birthday, but actually it's next week."
That's just a
You
fact.
literally did this movement with your body, and you even said it in that voice. You go, "It's my birthday." You like threw your voice.
Yeah.
like a ventriloquist.
Still feel like this is hot.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Me neither.
Our mic situation is being fucking weird. But this has been the Moist Monday Podcast. Thanks for freaking listening. Thanks for being a part of it. I can't wait to see the money that Jacob won.
Yep.
From these scratch
From the
offs.
scratch offs you got me.
Are you not excited?
Sure. I appreciate
I
them.
thought you liked.
I do like them.
You're just acting weird. It's because you don't like your
Well, no,
birthday.
because it's like you were like, do these.
Well, I want to watch you do it.
Why? They take so long.
I'm going to watch you do it off pod.
Why?
I want to see if you win.
It's like watching someone do a crossword.
Not for scratch offs.
It's exactly that.
why can't I just enjoy watching you as
I'll
my
do
friend?
it.
I just like being around you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, Glenn.
It's his birthday. He's 29. This is the last year of his 20s. When you turn 30 next year,
Yeah.
you're a married man.
Yeah, that's weird too.
So this is your last year of your 20s and
Yep.
the last year of you being
Not married.
Not
It's
married.
Not single, but
like not like on your tax form, you're
I'm
single.
single, yeah.
Yeah. So next year, get ready. Tax turn.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and X, Moist Monday Podcast. Send us an email, moistmoneypodcast@gmail.com with all of your thoughts, reactions, and feelings to whatever we talked about today.
Puppets mostly.
Let us know your thoughts on the puppets, the blind rankings. Let us know what your favorite Kiss lyric is. I would love to know because, dude,
They're not good.
When I was looking it up, there were worse ones.
Yes,
Like
absolutely.
I was trying to think of just 5, but I just kept going. Oh my god! Like the log in the fireplace one. That one was like,
Yeah, I don't even know that
what the
one.
fuck
That one's
was,
wild.
That was a Gene Simmons lyric.
Yeah, definitely. I think all of those were.
Like they're just like he was trying to make everything sex.
Sure.
And I loved it. Was some guy on Reddit. I was reading like a Reddit thing. Some guy was like, he's singing like he's never had sex.
Well, because they were not good looking dudes before.
But before.
Yeah.
But they
Well, they
probably
were-
had a ton of sex.
As kids, yeah.
As
Probably in
kids.
makeup
and they're like,
every night.
keep the makeup on,
Yes.
keep the heels on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then the people that love Kiss hate drag performers.
That's true.
Explain that.
Yeah, that is odd.
Well, think about that. Till
Yeah,
next week.
take that home with you.
Make sure you rate us 5 stars on all the podcast apps. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, Moist Monday Podcast. And everybody, for the last time, wish Jacob a happy 29th birthday. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Love you.
Love you too.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.
I think that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting does.
Is it more or less interesting than anything else we ever talk about?
That's true. This is something people can at least picture.
Yeah, it's not a weird personal story about my sister.